to Oakland, California, where the Warriors take their home floor. And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for them. David, good evening.
Hey, Kevin. You hear a lot about the chemistry on this Warriors team. Now, one thing that they do is after a road game, if they have the next day off, they stay in that city and they have a team dinner. Steph Curry said, instead of going our separate ways, we enjoy each other's company. It helps build the camaraderie that you need to be successful. Kevin?
And thanks, David. Relationships come before anything else. Clearly, these guys like each other off the court as well. And the two teams involved in tonight's matchup, separate conferences. Brent, one heated rivalry. What's the key to winning this type of emotionally charged game?
Well, I think the way to get to your identity first, Kevin, that's usually the team that's going to take advantage of their opponent. Just don't try to do too much because you're looking at that team, you're thinking about down the road, that's the team we could be facing. And if we were to face each other, it would be for the gold ball. So stay within yourself, keep your identity tonight. Don't try to do too much.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. They've got Anthony. Chris Bosh is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Wade in at the shooting guard. Curry outside. Not going to go that time. So Cleveland will take it the other way. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul.
And that's a quick foul for him there. Looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
And here is Anthony. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
The mindset right now is pretty strong. Superb at staying aggressive and right now stringing some plays together.
Now Green, screened by Cousins. Green kicks to Thompson. Cousins on the follow.
Good activity as Cousins shuffled around, got himself into great position, and gobbled up that board.
They set the pick. The wide open look here for Anthony. The basket good off the assist from Wade. Anthony's got 5 now.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
I love his will, his take charge attitude, the aggressiveness, all of that showing up here in the first. We talk so much about accurate shooting. Sometimes accurate passing can lead to great shooting. You saw it there.
Thompson against Wade. Paul with the 3. Warriors with the rebound. Here's Curry. The screen from Thompson. Curry dishes to Durant. And Thompson kicks to Curry. Screen by Cousins. Curry a screen on Wade. Thompson from long range. And it's Thompson again missing. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Curry against Paul. There's a good screen. In the corner, it's James. Pocket 6. Bosh, the screen. A nice shot by LeBron.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Durant kicks to Green. Outside Curry. It's good from long range. Curry's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Got to do your best to make Steph put the ball on the floor. I know he could still do that, but catch and shoot is just deadly.
Anthony, the pass away. From the baseline. Basket counts.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
They now take the lead. And it's 6 points for Steph Curry.
Well, that's a specialty, right? So dangerous from anywhere on the floor. The defense has to be more active and attentive than that.
Now, here's Wade. Bosh, a screen on Green. Here's James. Here's Bosh. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on DeMarcus Cousins. The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
And the first one drops.
It's strange to see that this Cavs team, after facing the Warriors, became one of the most elite shooting teams themselves. Their three-point shooting percentage up to about 38% last season. That was second best in the NBA. They also had the second most attempts in the league behind the Rockets.
Second free throw, no good. And for the Cavaliers, 40% of their field goal attempts coming from long range last season. And a huge part of their offense.
Well, 25 made threes in a single game against the Hawks last year was an NBA record. Not Golden State. Cleveland had that record. So just one of the many ones that they set as a prolific three-point shooting team. And interesting because their matchups with the Golden State Warriors, as being the great shooting team that they are, that the Cavs shot more last year.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. And the replay presented by Under Armour. Unleash chaos, giving us the chance to enjoy that alley-oop all over again. Now, here's Curry. He has 6. Nice shot by Thompson.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Anthony sets the pick for Paul. LeBron outside. The feed now to Anthony. Over Durant. And Anthony gets it to go. Anthony's got 7 points in the game.
His release is just so smooth from the mid-range.
Curry on the wing. The dish to Cousins. Over Bosh. And there's DeMarcus Cousins on the assist by Curry.
We're always impressed when big guys show some touch. Well, mark me impressed.
Paul kicks to James. Over Green. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Warriors have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Cousins, no good. The Cavaliers trailing. Here's Anthony. The jumper from the free throw line is good. He's got 9.
Well, he hasn't missed yet, guys, and the defense is scrambling for answers to stop this hot start.
Curry kicks to Green. There's the pick. He dishes it to Thompson. No good on the 3.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Anthony with it, guarded now by Durant. Layup off the pick. And Bosh with the layup.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here's Thompson. Kicks it to Durant. Green, the screen. It's Durant on the wing, covered by Anthony. Durant dishes to Cousins. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Now here's Anthony. 9 points in the game so far. And here's James outside. Traps in the tray.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Warriors trail by 6. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Cleveland's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Paul with the ball. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Bosh passes to James. Klay Thompson grabs the miss.
Wow, huge sigh of relief for the defense on that possession. You cannot give mid-range shooters any space like that to operate.
Outside Durant, launches it. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
vintage KD. Quick trigger on the catch and shoot.
And here's Cleveland. And here is LeBron. He's got 7. Anthony down low, defended by Durant, and that one's good, Anthony. Anthony's got 11.
How about 5 straight made from the field to start?
Curry kicks to Durant. Back to Curry. The pass to Cousins. Green dishes to Thompson. Another 3 for Golden State.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Thompson's gone 2 of 6 shooting from the arc, 33%. James kicks to Paul. Bosch passes to James. Bosch, the screen. Here's Anthony, and Cleveland again with the bucket.
Yeah, it's not so much just the made shots, it's the consistency of the made shots that's got his team the lead.
Green, the screen. Curry dishes to Green. On the wing, Thompson. That 3 off the mark.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
James kicks to Wade. Bosch, the screen. Paul outside. Anthony on the wing. Off the screen. Again, the Cavaliers score.
He used that screen to perfection and got a wide open look to knock down the jumper.
Warriors trail by 3. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And we have so many great spot-up shooters in this league, but from what you've seen, who are some of the best shooters off the dribble?
First guy I think about, Kevin, is Kevin. It's Durant, though, not you. I know you're a great shooter.
I was a good shooter.
But Kevin Durant's efficiency after transferring over from OKC to Golden State, it's really remarkable how much he's learned to play without the basketball, yet still having a career-efficient year. Him off the dribble is dangerous for anybody.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. West, that's good.
And man, can that guy shoot a turnaround jumper or what? Almost an impossible shot to defend.
LeBron against Iguodala. Elo kicks to Doherty. Shoots over McGee. Doherty, no luck.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Iguodala with it. Now guarded by Gallinari. Iguodala kicks to Ellis. And he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
And this is what it's all about, guys. The competitive spirit, the energy that we're seeing. This one's got the feeling like it's going to go down to the wire.
And if it does, as evenly as these two teams have played here, it's anyone's guess who's going to come out on top.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
Well, you look at this Warriors team, so many players with height that can hit a 3, bring the ball up court, and create a shot for someone else. Actually, Brent, it sounds a lot like you. That being said, do retired players ever dream of playing on a team like this talented?
Well, I think a lot of guys always think about when they're watching an NBA team play, especially ones that play a style with which you were very familiar with, that they want to put themselves out there on the floor and run the break and shoot threes. And yeah, I'm a little jealous about the way the Warriors go about their business. It would be a ton of fun to be spotted up with Kevin Durant and Steph Curry sitting out there on the wing.
And already you're seeing great execution from both teams.
Yeah, lots of points early, and the game plans on both sides, at least offensively, working to perfection.
That shot wide open. LeBron's got it all tied up now for Cleveland.
And this quarter has been all about him. You feel every shot he's going to take is going in.
Here's Ellis. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries. Cleveland's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Elo outside. Doherty the screen. Gallinari wide open. And another 3 for Cleveland. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Now here's Iguodala. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Livingston. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Warriors lead by 1.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. No good from Price. Now Iguodala. Over in the corner, Livingston. Down low. Here's McGee. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. McGee's got his first points in this one.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He delivered 9 points from three-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And Steph Curry, a player within the gym range, he told us about his comfort stretching the floor.
Anywhere 5-6 feet outside that three-point line, if I have a dribble, if I catch and shoot, if I have a good look, I think Coach will allow me to take that shot. And it's tough to guard, especially when you see a couple go in. That basket gets a lot bigger.
I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry? And tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this splash brother to let her rip.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game stats-wise?
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
The new era of NBA basketball, playing outside in. We'll see if they can take advantage of that moving forward.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Livingston is out there with Ellis, and there's Iguodala, and it's West, and it's McGee in at the 5.
Yeah, you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
Green up on top, defended by West. Pass to Elo. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Here's Doherty. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Doherty's got his second bucket.
Well-coordinated shot mechanics, especially for a guy with his length.
Yeah, he's certainly able to shoot over the top of people. High percentage look right there from the mid-range.
Now here's Iguodala, looking for his first basket still in this one.
Great vision from Sean Livingston, scanning the floor and finding the man.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. Elo outside. Green, the screen. Gallinari against West. Green, left side. Here's Gallinari. They get it back. Doherty, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Golden State gets called for the foul. The Cavaliers shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And the first one at the line is good. Brent, the last team you played for, the Houston Rockets. Your dad, your older brother John, also played for the Rockets. What's this connection between the city of Houston and the Barry family?
I've asked them that same question in Houston, and I even talked to Daryl Morey about putting a Barry graveyard across the street where it is that all three of us, our career had ended. I'd love to see a tombstone over there with Rick, John, and Brent.
Well, it'd be...
Maybe we'll add a few more to it, Kevin.
Well, the way you played there, the way you played your career, and your family played, obviously you've set a standard in the league. But that was an interesting stop that you all were there at one time.
I think it's crazy that we all ended in Houston. That's weird.
It is. It is.
3 careers ending with one organization.
And that's something.
Weird.
Now, here's Livingston. West passes to McGee. From deep, Iguodala. Cavaliers with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
To the inside. He nails it, and we're tied up. Doherty's got 8 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that's pretty much a perfect pass, and that's also alliteration.
Livingston dishes to Ellis. Back to Livingston. 14 feet away. Rebounded by Doherty.
Looked a little bit forced. No reason for it either. The defense was not even in the frame.
Now, here's Price. He's guarded closely. Malinari outside. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Wonderful defense, staying active around the rim and then really putting the shooter in a tough spot.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Guys, Kevin Durant is a unique player. LeBron James said he's a 7-footer with 6-foot ball handling skills, jump shot, and athleticism. It's never been done in our league. Never had a guy that's 7 foot and can do all that, so it sets him apart. Kevin, I'm 6 feet tall. I can broadcast.
You can, and you can write, and by the way, in the Hall of Fame. D.A., thank you. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And the Warriors do a lot of things at a high level, but perhaps the most pleasing to the eye is their ball movement, Brent. The entire roster is unselfish, and they love to make that extra pass.
Well, you think about how much they are divergent from what the NBA has always been known for. Pick and roll basketball, isolation plays, driving to the basket. They actually are dead last in a lot of those categories and end up moving the ball, moving themselves, and finding tremendous shots for each and every individual that's on the floor. Think about last year alone, Kevin, averaging 30 assists a game. That's some beautiful basketball.
Different look here for the Warriors. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for JaVale McGee. Kevin Durant comes in for David West. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Monte Ellis. And Steph Curry is subbed in for Sean Livingston. Then for the Cavaliers, Thompson, he's checked in for Doherty. Anthony comes in for Gallinari. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Craig Elo. And after so many finals runs starting in 2015, Brent, is it natural for a team like the Cavaliers to wear down a bit?
Well, they do have some guys that have played a lot of years in the NBA, so that's a natural cause and effect. But these guys were the defending champs last year, won 51 games, took a couple months off on the defensive end, and then flipped the switch in the playoffs, no doubt about it. Came together and played extremely well through their run in the Eastern Conference.
You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
And that one's good. Price.
Unable to close out defensively, even against the smaller shooter.
Yeah, it's tough sometimes to get a hand up on the three-point shot, but in this case, that didn't even affect it. That's where I like the shot selection. The defense cannot afford to give up wide-open shots. They dodged the bullet there.
And the Warriors dominant last season again, not only because, Greg, of their offense, but because of their defense. One of the best in the NBA, and they're just so active on that end of the floor.
No doubt about it. And you know what? Credit their personnel, because it allows them so much more flexibility defensively. And even when they go small, they have excellent rim protection. They're a physical bunch. I just don't think they get enough credit for their rebounding, one of the better teams in our league.
And he knocks down the first one.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And the Warriors making a change here. Green's checked in. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Bosch is checked in. Price hits them both. Over the past couple years, Brent, we've seen coaches like Steve Kerr and Brad Stevens take more of an even-tempered approach. Could that become a coaching trend going forward?
Well, I like that both Steve and Brad have some very good players. That would keep me calm too, Kevin.
Yes, it would. You begin right there.
Yeah, I think we're seeing a shift in what it is that the generation of the younger players has grown up with. And coaches that have the ability to communicate always, Kevin, are going to come out on top. They get their message through, they keep their team positive, and they keep their environment pointed in the direction that is moving forward.
Excellent. Paul's checked in for Mark Price. Here's Wade. Paul with the screen for Wade. Inside, Bosch. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got 3 assists in the game. Thompson against Wade. Here's Curry with the 3. Again, Curry missing.
You love basketball. Couldn't miss in the first quarter. Now can't make it in the second quarter. Got to be eating at him just a bit.
Anthony with the screen on Curry. Paul kicks to Anthony. Curry with the steal. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
For a spindly guy, Durant has such great body control. Hard not to foul him when he carves his way in that deep.
And after Kevin Durant made his decision to leave the Oklahoma City Thunder, he instantly became one of the most polarizing players, it seemed, Greg, in the NBA.
Listen, Kevin Durant has always been a star in this league, but now he's become the story. It's something that he can handle, but doesn't try to seek out. Was able to prove all the naysayers wrong and just having another amazing season.
And he makes the first. Well, for a long time, most media guides had Kevin Durant listed at 6'9". Most players and fans knew, Brent, that was dated information from when Durant first joined the league. He's clearly grown since entering the NBA.
It took a while for Kevin Durant to actually admit to the fact that he was 7 feet tall in shoes. So we finally have that tidbit of information that's so critical to whether or not Kevin Durant is a good player or a great player, right? I'm kidding, Kevin.
He is. Now here's Anthony. He's got 15. Bosch passes to Paul. Back to Bosch. 5 to shoot. Fires it up. Cleveland the rebound. Kicks it out to Paul. Shoots the 3. Good, and it's Bosch picking up the assist. And the Cavaliers lead by 4.
The defense looked lost there. Get out your compass. No excuses. You got to guard the perimeter.
Curry dishes to Durant. Pass to Cousins. Out to Thompson. A 3-ball. Drains the 3-pointer. Thompson's got 11.
Man, he is in the zone right now on offense, guys, building off that efficient first quarter.
James kicks to Bosch. The drive by James. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
For Cleveland, they have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8. And Brent, something you have to praise Kerr for last season. He did an excellent job of bringing all that talent together and getting them on the same page. Not very easy with star players and big names.
Well, he had to tinker with the rotation a little bit, and then he had to also make sure that guys had confidence in their ability, and Steve was able to do that. The interesting part about all of that, Kevin, is that there were a lot of games that Steve was not there for. And for that kind of leadership, that kind of message, to be sustained in the absence of your head coach, that should tell you all you need to know about just how solid the ground is for the Golden State Warriors.
They set the pick. Pass to Cousins. Durant, wide open. He fires. Off target with his three.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
LeBron passes to Carmelo. Lobs it up for Anthony. Ball kicks to James. LeBron with another miss.
And that was an easy one there. Just a missed opportunity.
Yeah, sometimes everything can go right, but the shot doesn't go down. Nothing there is automatic.
Count it, and the Cavalier lead has been cut down to just 4 points with the bucket from Green.
Unselfish play there from Clay. Fantastic at moving the ball that time to the open man.
Bosh, a screen on Curry. LeBron with it, guarded now by Durant. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Cavaliers have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. And he can't get the first one. And the Cavs' big three completed with the trade of #1 overall pick Andrew Wiggins to Minnesota for Kevin Love. Brent, if they had to do it all over again, you still think they make that trade?
Absolutely, Kevin. They brought a championship to Cleveland, a drought of 54 years, and Kevin Love was a big reason why they got to the top of the mountain. So I would absolutely make that trade.
Good on the second free throw.
And with the Warriors, their ability to score in bunches really is unmatched throughout the league. They'll be going along with the team, and all of a sudden they have that 20-point lead in like 3 minutes. It can happen so fast that I think at times the other teams are shell-shocked.
Now, this just doesn't seem to be his night, or his team's for that matter either. And they got to pull it together here quick, or it's going to be lights out.
James outside. Over Durant. James with the bucket. LeBron's got 17. And talking about the Warriors and their ability to build a lead very quickly, the shooting they have, Greg, is a very big part of how they can just bury a team.
It is. Their shooting, especially from deep, but also their defense. One kind of feeds the other in terms of how they can steamroll teams and create that momentum. And only the special teams can put a game away with a 5-minute run, but this is one that has consistently done it over the last 3 years.
Now here's Curry following the shot by Chris Paul. Screen by Cousins. And Durant, here we go. And the layup is good. Durant's got 7 points for the quarter.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Now here's Anthony. 15 points in the game. Over Green. A shot by Anthony, no good. Warriors trail by 5. Outside, Green. No good on the 3. Anthony against Green. LeBron outside. And LeBron throws it down hard.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Now, here's Cousins. There's the pick. Green with a screen for Durant. He kicks it to Thompson. The basket good off the assist from Durant. 14 points for Klay Thompson.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Sinks that one from the post. Now just a 2-point Cleveland lead.
Yeah, this team would be in some bad shape, guys, if he wasn't scoring like this right now.
Anthony with it. Now Green defending. Green against Anthony. Feeds it to LeBron. And that one is off. Good D by Thompson. Durant dishes to Thompson. And another three for Golden State.
It does not take long for Klay Thompson to get one off from the three-point line. That's deadly.
Bosh, the screen. To the middle, off the screen. A second chance effort. And yes, it's good. Bosh has got 7 points. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Now, here's Thompson, who's got 19. There's the pick. Screen by Cousins. Thompson passes to Durant. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long run. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Some big-time action already in this one. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 19 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. He has bounced back nicely from what was a tough night for him in their last game. Judging by that first half, he's back to his old self again. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
They were really efficient on offense. Shared the basketball well, great shot selection. That accounted for a high field goal percentage in the first half.
Shaq, how'd you think the Warriors were playing?
Well, this is a close game. Every point matters. Right now, they're not getting to the line much. To win this kind of matchup, you got to be aggressive. You got to be, you just got to be aggressive. Let's just see if they can ramp up their intensity, Ernie.
So that'll do it for now as we send you courtside with Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K crew for the start of the second half.
Welcome back to the Bay Area, everyone, as we take a peek at Coit Tower, the skyline of gorgeous San Francisco just behind. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
Yeah, good things happen when you maintain composure. Their shot selection has been extremely disciplined.
Hey, Greg, is there a shot that he's taken that has been out of the flow of the offense? I don't think so.
Paul with the ball on the court for Cleveland. Anthony is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Chris Paul. Then there's Chris Bosh. And it's Wade in at the two-guard spot. James in the post. Defended by Durant. LeBron, good.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Screen by Cousins. Curry kicks to Durant. Curry, a screen on Anthony. It's Durant on the wing, covered by Anthony. It counts, and the foul. That's on LeBron James.
And he has gotten stronger. Durant's been able to do this with more regularity. Powers through for the bucket, gets a chance to tack on another point at the free throw line.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. That's good from Durant.
Well, the pure length of Durant makes his shot so difficult to contest. Just one of many reasons he lives at the free throw line.
Anthony against Green. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, it's like 4 teenagers at home over the summer, just not enough activity. You've gotten your rest. It's time to man up.
Now, here's Green. They set the pick. The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
I watch Klay Thompson, and I see a player at that position who is as complete as you want in an offensive package. He can hurt you from deep or going to the rim, and guys defensively just never feel comfortable when you're trying to slow him down.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
The offensive rebound, count that bucket. And it's 9 points for Chris Bosh. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Anthony against Durant. At the elbow, it's Cousins. Dishes to Thompson. 4 on the shot clock. Green kicks to Durant. For the 3. And another 3 for Golden State.
Yeah, 3 of 4 to start this half. Offensively, they've been great.
Cavaliers have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Wade kicks to Anthony. Bosh a screen on Green. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Paul kicks to Anthony. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Golden State's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. There's the feed to Durant. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And that's a rare sight. Usually shooters make the defense pay when they're that lackadaisical.
Just so many lead changes. Nobody's held an advantage for long.
Outside Curry. He feeds it to Durant. Screen by Cousins. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
In the former College Player of the Year, Durant, the first freshman to ever earn that distinction.
The Warriors have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. The free throw drops for Durant. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for the Warriors. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Doherty, he's checked in for Bosh. Alinari comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Helo's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Price in for Chris Paul. Durant hits them both.
We talk so much about rhythm from the field. How about a rhythm from the free throw line? That looks good.
James dishes to Price. Elo outside. Doherty, the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Scooped up.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
And he makes that one. 23 points for LeBron.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos There was a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end. Here is Durant following the basket by LeBron James. Thompson. Cavaliers with the rebound. Doherty's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Now the dish to Price. And a miss there on the triple. The Warriors trail. Outside Curry. The 3. And again, no good by Golden State.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And that one's good. Price.
And look, he's not the best athlete, but he's able to create the space he needs to operate.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
A fundamental footwork and boxing out there that allowed him to rip that ball right off the rim.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Durant. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Channing Frye's checked in for James. Warriors trail by 3. Outside Curry. Clock at 6. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Yeah, that shot is just on rapid fire from Steph Curry, and the defense cannot do a thing about it.
Elo kicks to Fry. Cleveland moving it around. Price against Curry. Ring shot on the way. Price can't get that one to fall. The Warriors have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. And here is Cousins. Shoots over Price. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Iguodala. And that's 13 points for Steph Curry. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Price kicks to Elo. Doherty up top. Gallinari against Iguodala. And he slams it one-handed, and not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail.
And it's McGee with the jam.
Yeah, I'd feel good with Steph Curry running the show if I was a coach. He passes like that, and it tells you just how unselfish his play can be.
Now here's Elo. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Now Cousins. He dishes it to Curry. On the wing, Thompson. And McGee kicks to Curry. Again, Curry missing.
He was terrific shooting the ball in the first half, but he looks a little bit slower out there, possibly leg tired here in the second half.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wynn.
Yeah, this is the feel of a player to use his body to keep the shot from being blocked. Excellent work there.
Now here's Iguodala. Over Gallinari. And that one comes up a bit short. Cavaliers leading. Elo the pass to Doherty. Price against Curry. Gallinari outside. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Some changes for Golden State. West is checked in for Cousins. Ellis comes in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Anthony's checked in for the Cavaliers. Wade comes in for Elo. Traps in the tray. Ellis has got 12.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now, here's Price. 10 points for him.
And defensively, moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
Some defenses are okay with giving up the mid-range shot. In this case, they contest it.
Here's West. In the corner, Iguodala with it. McGee a screen, kicks it to Livingston. Shoots over Price. Livingston, that's good. Livingston's got the lead up to 4 now for the Warriors.
Great form on the Livingston jump shot there. He knows he's got the green light in the mid-range.
Here's Price. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. Chris Bosh is checked in for the Cavaliers. Wade kicks to Bosh. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
He's made one and missed one so far in the game.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Bosh. Here is Livingston. From 13, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Livingston's got 6 points.
How much do you love to see the turnover?
Love the way that Sean Livingston goes to work when he's on the floor. He knows exactly what his strengths are and how to run an offense. He can act as a scorer at times and usually does it from that mid-range post area. As a guard, not many three-point shots, but devastating from about 8 feet out.
Now Ellis, following the three-point attempt by Mark Price. Ellis dishes to McGee. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And with the height that Sean Livingston has, he provides a mismatch for smaller guards. Also can pass right over the top of him. Brett, I got to tell you, he reminds me a bit of how you used to play.
Well, there's no way that I had that kind of post game, Kevin, but it's very nice of you. I appreciate that. Sean does a great job, however, of finding the spots on the floor where he can be most effective. He does not try to do things whenever he's not at that 12 to 16 foot range where he does most of his damage.
That's good from McGee.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Both free throws good from McGee.
What a year for JaVale McGee to re-find his form and some confidence as an NBA player. Signed with the Warriors, played his way into their rotation, and after being on the verge of possibly being out of the NBA, he was a huge piece of a championship caliber team.
Shot's good by Iguodala.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Now, here's Wade. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut to just 5 on the basket from Bosh. And for McGee, a lot of it was just finding the right situation.
Well, to me, for McGee, it wasn't so much about the fit and the style of play. It was about the character around him. And I think that Steve Kerr and collectively the roster just wanted to empower JaVale McGee to go out and be effective on the floor. A tremendous comeback year for that young player.
West. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Price the pass to Wade. There's 1:17 left in the third quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way.
Now here's Livingston, guarded by Price. Livingston, that's good.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Price outside. And there's the pass to Wade. And he uses the glass on the layup. Wade's got 6.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Wade against Ellis. The baseline J. The shot, no good. Excellent D from Wade. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Pass to Price. Back to Wade. Doherty, the screen. Off the pick. And it's Wade with the jam.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Warriors lead by 1. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. And a moment ago inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
Right now is when we go, good shot, great shot, right? Right now is when we talk on every screen down here and switch and ice and all the stuff we do on point.
And Steve Kerr, this is what his teams do. They take away a lot of easy shots, easy baskets.
Yeah, you heard him. Ice the screens. Communicate. Give me everything you've got defensively.
And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. West is out there with Draymond Green. Then it's Ellis, and it's Durant, and it's Livingston in at the point guard. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Here's West, and there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Bosh, the screen. Anthony in the corner. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got 5 assists in the game. Anthony's gone 3 of 4, shooting 75% from deep here. Ellis outside. Wade with the defensive effort.
And forcing the miss there. He just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
Cleveland's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. LeBron kicks to Anthony. Bosh, the screen. Lobs it up for Anthony.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Pass to Ellis. They set the pick. Passes to Durant. He kicks to Green. Durant sets a screen for Green. He took good advantage of that screen. And the Warriors lead by 2.
Just a hard-fought battle, and neither team able to create any distance.
Well, we've seen some big plays here tonight, but they've been sporadic. That's been an issue.
Here's Anthony. Here's Bosh. That one misses. West with some nice D. Warriors have gone 2 of 4 from the field. since we started the final quarter of play. Kick by West. Livingston kicks to Ellis. Another three for Golden State.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, and then the fear sets in that you're going to create driving lanes that could lead to easy buckets. This is not an easy fix.
And here is LeBron following Monte Ellis's three. And Durant sends it back.
The long arm of the law. Durant is not a premier shot blocker, but you wouldn't know it from that play.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Feeds it to Anthony. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. And some changes here for the Warriors. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for West. Klay Thompson comes in for Ellis. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. So Anthony nails both of them. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Curry kicks to Green. There's a screen. The screen from Thompson. Durant for 3. And James pulls it down. LeBron's got his 6th rebound on the night. And here's Anthony from the arc. Warriors leading by 6. Durant kicks to Curry. Cousins with a screen on Paul. Curry dishes to Cousins. Over Bosch. No good from Cousins.
He's been a little bit disappointing in this game. However, his team has his back. They need a little bit more help from him.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Good on both.
Yeah, sometimes in a game you settle a little bit before settling in, and right now I think he's a big factor in how they're getting to the line.
Inside, here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
Man, Klay Thompson, when he gets moving like this, big things happen.
Now here's James. Bosch, the screen. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just 3 in the basket from James.
Look, I checked the numbers, guys. We know he is great from out there. He made 1 in the first half. Now he has 1 so far in this half. Look out.
Curry, a screen on Anthony. Durant against Anthony. 6 to shoot. Outside for Curry. The basket good off the assist from Durant. 16 points for Steph Curry.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Anthony. Down low. Here's Bosch, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
Shooting two.
Free throw good. Bosch. Both free throws good from Bosch.
Such a big bonus to have a big guy that can step up to the free throw line and knock down shots. So many guys struggle from there.
Curry passes to Durant. Green with a screen on him. Durant kicks to Thompson. Another three for Golden State.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
James with it. Bosch, a screen on Durant. The drive by James. An easy layup after coming off the pick. James has got 9 points now in just the second half. Ball against Curry. Cousins with a screen on Paul. Outside Curry. Cousins with a screen for Curry. They get it back, and it's sent back by Bosch. And it was not a clean block. Whistle blows and a foul on the defender here. It's a shooting foul, so free throws will be coming up. And that one falls for Cousins.
We talk about usage rates around the NBA, and DeMarcus Cousins is right up there on the top of the list. He trailed only Russell Westbrook last season, and how often he was involved in any team's particular offensive play just goes to show you, with his time in Sacramento, how heavily relied upon he was.
Both good from the line that time. And Brett, the usage rate you spoke about, it's a formula involving shots and free throws for time on the floor. Most of the top 10 are playmaking guards.
Well, this guy right here is capable of doing some of the things that guards can do. DeMarcus Cousins, an incredible talent as a big, and certainly his situation in Sacramento lent itself, Kevin, for those guys to try to feed him as much as they could to generate some offense.
Now Anthony following Durant's three-point attempt. Paul dishes to Anthony. The feed to Wade. Bosch, a screen on Thompson. Wade passes to Bosch. And stolen by Cousins. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. A look from Durant. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 20 points for Kevin Durant.
So capable of going through dominant stretches that leave the opponents shell-shocked. Durant almost laughing at this point.
And the rejection by Cousins. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. Anthony kicks to Wade. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Shot clock at 6. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Warriors leading by 9. Curry dishes to Cousins. Back to Curry. Thompson in the corner. From outside the arc. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Cousins. Curry's got 10 points here in the second half.
And he's on his way to putting up a big three-point total.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. And so much of what Cousins does on the court is unstoppable. But at times, Brent, his leadership is something that can get in the way.
Well, I wouldn't technically call that leadership, Kevin. There are times where DeMarcus Cousins detracts from what it is the ultimate goal of a team. In the early part of his career, created a bit of negativity around the atmosphere of what was going on. I think over the past couple years, he's been much better. He's got a new situation now, and maybe a new lease on life.
Catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what David Fizdale said to the team. He said, "Do you want this game? Don't tell me about it. Show me and show your teammates. We've got to play better, and we've got to play harder if we're going to come back." Guys?
Now, here's Wade. Following the miss by DeMarcus Cousins, Wade passes to Paul. Here's Bosch. And it falls over the rim and in.
I can't be frustrated at him tonight. He's doing his job. I'd like to see his guys step up a little more.
Thompson outside. Curry outside. Another three for Golden State.
This is why Steph Curry is virtually unguardable. When he's sinking those kind of shots, it just devastates you defensively.
Now here's James. LeBron throws it down hard.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Here's Cousins. Durant for three. Excellent D there from Anthony.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Bosch can't hit.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
And sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time, he chose wisely.
The Cavaliers trail by 11. James outside from 15 feet away. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And that's 31 points for Carmelo Anthony.
You know, he has single-handedly helped them carve into this lead thanks to his scoring in the quarter.
Curry against Paul. Green, the screen. For three, Durant. Again, Durant missing. Cleveland's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Anthony's shot is off.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Cousins. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Cousins has got 4 points in the quarter.
And just these times where defense has no effect on DeMarcus Cousins, his jumper right now looking silky smooth.
Anthony kicks to Wade. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Cousins. Yes! And the foul. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Doherty's checked in. One thing with Klay Thompson, Brent, when he gets it going, he recognizes it and looks to take over games. You saw it when he led that huge comeback for the Warriors in the 2016 playoffs against the Thunder, and you saw it when he went for 37 points in a quarter.
There are just a few players in the league that can do some of the things, especially when they're hot, like Klay Thompson does. I even think back to last year during the finals, Klay Thompson struggling offensively and then all of a sudden coming up with a huge first quarter where he scored 16 points against the Cavs to help get the Warriors going.
Now here's Curry. Count the basket. Curry's got 24 points.
Those floaters, boy, they really demoralize the defense. Here's the thing, Steph knows it.
Anthony sets the pick for Paul. Anthony left side. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Warriors leading by 16.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Warriors.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Klay Thompson.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
Here's Wade. The Warriors making the shot. Passes it to LeBron. That one falls. James has got 32 points in the game.
Tough to fault him for the struggles of the team so far. He has been solid. It's the rest of the guys that need to come along for the ride.
Now, here's Thompson. This is to Durant. Green, the screen. Cousins with a screen on Anthony. Durant, the pass to Thompson. Off target from three-point range.
And really not enough effort on that screen. You have to make some contact, so that's ineffective at getting his teammate over.
And here's Anthony for three, and a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. 34 points for Carmelo Anthony. The clock now can just run out for the Warriors. And here is Curry. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, DeMarcus. Congrats on the win. We know how intense you are on the floor, but it looked like tonight maybe you're having a little fun out there.
That's the thing. I'm just trying to come out here and have fun. I got a lot going for myself, and I'm too blessed to be out here frowning all the time. So I'm going to try to keep a smile on my face.
Well, it's a good look for you, man. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.